Hey everyone, Les here from BG Trading. Hope you are well. Today is 2nd of August 2023, and I'm going to be talking about Lake Resources, whether we should be buying the stock or not. This is the stock that we took stop loss at 46 cents on June 16th by memory, when they have announced the delay on DFS. It's currently trading at 22 cents. The question here in this video is whether we should buy the stock or not. And I'm going to sell my online trading course. I'm going to prove why it is so important for you to have a compelling strategy on hand in order to protect your capital, and why my online course is so important. So if you don't want to be sold any online trading course, just stop the video right now. So let's have a look. Just before that, remember, this is not a financial advice, it's just us from BG Trading sharing with you how we apply our strategy, BGS20, to know when to buy and when to sell stocks, to set up targets, to set up stop losses, to avoid FOMO, protect capital, and chase 20 to 40% within a 1 to 3 month lead time. Also wanted to invite you to become a member of our free Facebook community. We call that Buy and Grow Sell Strategy for Share Traders. We post a lot of great quality content, including some stock analysis, some access to chat with our members about potential buying opportunities. So all our members now are sort of bringing up some really good quality stocks as well. And all those stocks are in buying areas. So a lot of great quality content in this community. Really invite you. It's free. Costs nothing, but the course that I'm going to sell in this video costs a lot of money. And I'm going to show you why you should take my course, Trading Mastery. So let's start with Lake Resources. Okay, so essentially what happened with Lake Resources is a company that doesn't yet produce lithium, but has a really high-tech, sort of speaking, high-tech a technology called LILAC technology to extract and produce lithium in a much more a green let's say, green way. The idea of this is obviously to challenge a little bit why we should be looking to potentially buy the stock or potentially not buying the stock, and understanding the macroeconomics based on this particular sector and the cycle in which, the stage in which this particular company fundamentals and pipeline, whatever you call the state, is in, and how that affects the share price. Okay, I'm going to divide this section of the video in two parts. The first one, I'll be talking about the fundamentals and the key metrics that you need to understand in order to take a better decision when you buy a company like Lake Resources, for example, for trading or for investing. And the second part is the technical aspect of the stock. So basically going through the technical analysis with you. But let's start with this. Okay, if you want to know a little bit about Lake Resources itself, I have plenty of videos on the channel since 2021 when we trade many times Lake Resources. But let's go straight to something that you don't know yet. So the key fundamental metrics for us is revenue, whether the company is increasing revenue, whether the EBITDA as well, the EBITDA, not the EBITDA, very important. Okay, we want to see what the earnings before tax are, and this is very important to know. And finally, whether the company is net loss or net profit or net profitable company, and this is the key. Again, like you can run a lot of businesses in net loss for years and they still be positive for the stock price, but you need to understand those three key metrics and understand how it works. So that essentially, when the company is a net loss by increasing its revenue, is what we call growth stock. When the company is net profit and increasing its revenue, it's more like a mature company, some value stocks. So you got to understand that. But with Lake Resources, unfortunately, there's nothing like that, and all the key fundamental metrics are bad. Unfortunately, all the key fundamental metrics are bad. And when we buy a stock like Lake Resources, we are not buying any fundamental metrics. We actually buying a story. Okay. If you buy a story, you have to have a strategy. You have to have a countermeasure in places. Okay. And also, you gotta have a target. What is the target when that particular story reaches the peak. And it can be a number of targets. For example, if Lake Resources reach $5, then that's my ultimate target. I'll sell at $5. If the Lake Resources start producing, this is my target. The production is my target, and I'll sell at the production. But equally, you need to understand how announcements through the pipeline work towards the psychology of the market. And we have been trading over the last 12 to 14 years on the stock market, and we've seen many similar situations of Lake Resources, okay? And I can tell you this, if you're gonna buy this story, you're gonna take a while, it's gonna take years to come. And having my money trapped into a particular position, hoping for the best and waiting years just for a story, it doesn't make no sense for me. Okay. Now, look at this. Since the delay of a DFS in June 16, the new DFS, the actually DFS, not the new DFS, but the revealed DFS will be released in December, which is 7 months delay, 7 months gap, and that's why the stock price fell so much. One of the reasons, but the second reason is the capex that's going to be in this DFS is way higher than was originally anticipated. And if the capex is higher, just means the margin will be also compromised from what was initially established. Okay, so in terms of understanding the pipeline for this particular project, particular company, history shows us that most of trading, like a speculative stock like this, tend to underperform. In other words, just tend to go down in price until the DFS is released, and then goes up if the DFS is good. Okay, you gotta understand this. It's not just because the company will be releasing the DFS that the share price is gonna go up. Not necessarily. It is still 50% chance. If the DFS it's not as good as the original storytelling, then the stock price will fall, will crash really badly, and I've seen that many times. In this case, we don't really know. We don't really know because there was a change of CEO last year, and then this year this new guy comes over with oil exploration experience, not really into lithium. The idea is good, but like the story starts becoming a little bit more messy out there. So you just gotta understand that. Now, if the story is messy, if all the key fundamental metrics are not favorable for at least for the next 12 months, my question is, why are you going to buy this stock? Why are you even holding this stock? You know what I mean? Which brings us to the conclusion that we are not interested. We're not interested in a company that not going to generate revenue in FY24, in FY25, in FY26, in FY27, and potentially only FY28. Am I going to still be alive in FY28? I don't know. But one thing I'm sure, I want to make money before that. I want to make money before that. Okay. Now, let's go to the fundamental. Let's go to the technical aspect of Lake Resources. Look at this. This is our last trade, guys. I'm not going to show you here, but we did many profitable trades with Lake Resources all the way around this particular situation here. And in this last trade, we have to take stop loss. We take stop loss right at 46 cents. Now, look this. Our position, we just traded before, and we made about 25% right here in this upside, and then we bought again into this green circle here with some green candles on the Heikinach. For those that are VIP members, they know exactly what I'm talking about. And even if you've been following us long enough in this channel, you know that we have done videos about Lake Resources again, and we normally buy stocks. So we decided to buy Lake Resources again, hoping for a bounce here, and we would see essentially what we call a technically analysis, a higher high here, which didn't happen because the stocks kept falling. And now by on right here on the 16, I think it was on the 16th or 19th. I think it was 19th of June. That's when the Lake Resource came and announced the market they're going to delay on the DFS. Everyone's waiting for the DFS. Okay, and the capex of the project will be way higher than anticipated. So then we decide to take stop loss. We decide to essentially we use this strategy And we saw the loss, 12% loss at that day, okay? But now, here's why it's so important to have a strategy. And that's when comes down to buying my online course. If you have actually done the course or been part of our VIP membership, you would have taken the loss right here at the 46 cents, potentially at 12% only. And this 12% only, if you haven't done take the stop loss and trying to look for the next support line. So you would have made this 12% loss becoming 57% loss as it's trading today as 22 cents. So 22 cents, essentially we have about $35,000 in that 67, around 67,000 shares. If we have held the stock right there, we would be only at 14,800 with a massive loss of $20,000. $20,000. By not having a strategy, you could have saved $20,000. This is a lot of money. With $20,000, I could have invested. In fact, we did buy many other positions during the time. And this week we just closed our CDT collective at 42% profit. We couldn't have done that if you had the money trapped on Lake Resources. Okay, so the bottom line here is, whether it is my online course or any other online trading course, you gotta make sure you have a strategy. Have a strategy, understand the psychology of the market, and then you can argue that a lot of short traders have started buying the stock, selling the stock right here after this announcement. Of course they will. They will, because they are making money. They understand the psychology of the market, and they go there and sell the stock. Okay, they sell the stock to profit out of that. And for me here at the Lake, you ask, okay, what's my target price? I don't know exactly what the target price is, because since the macroeconomics, if you look at here as well, lithium prices now are in downtrend. There's no signs of reversal. We're probably gonna see a continuation of this downtrend on the lithium markets, and I also have a dedicated video talking about why the lithium prices are falling, and I still want to hold a position that is in not so favorable macroeconomic situation now, with China flooding the market and putting a lot of incentives out there to minimize the price of battery materials, and also the fact that the company fundamentals, key fundamental metrics, and are not helping at all. So we see a big vacuum of news from now towards December, and until December the stock could keep falling, and how low it can go like to 10 cents, can go to 5 cents. There's no bottom for those type of stocks, simply because there's no proper valuation. It's just a story, and a story can worth nothing if unable to deliver. Now, guys, you might argue that it is still a good project. It is a good project, but only if it executed. Only if we have a solid indication and confirmation that it's going to be executed. And by 2028, the question is, will lithium still be a key element for batteries at the time? Technology those days evolve so quickly, okay? So you just gotta keep that in mind as well. So all red flags, I don't see any green tick right here. I don't see any motivation for me to be buying the stock right now. I think it could fall much further. I hope to be wrong here, because I'm not even intending to trade this stock for a foreseeable future. There are many other good quality lithium producers out there, the Alken Limited, Pilbara Minerals, and even Core Lithium that has been recently downgraded. It could be a much better stock to have, simply because Core Lithium now going into fulfilling our key fundamental metrics, generating revenue, potentially become profitable along the way. So just keep that in mind, guys. And and I hope you understand what I'm trying to get here. Save money by understand what trading is all about. Very important, okay? Thank you very much for your time, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye. And I'm very excited to announce a whole new online trading course. We have added whole new elements that will help you to achieve a much more precision on your tradings. This is Trading Mastery, and now available for 24 months VIP members. You can also take the course even if you're not VIP members. Just go on our website bgtrading.com.au for more details.